everyone, how y'all doing? Real American here. So today's video is not going to be one of our little funny auditor getting arrested videos. Today's a little bit more serious. I know that a lot of people want to go into the auditing community, they want to go out to do police audits. If they see people like Earl and Glenn and Eric and how they somehow it will say, we get away, there's no charges, we own the police, we win thousands of dollars in lawsuits, we make thousands of dollars in ad revenue. And that's only like a quarter of the truth. The reality is that auditing is not what you're seeing on YouTube. Them going out there harassing, insulting, interfering with the police, calling them names, trespassing. That's not an audit, that's looking for trouble. And that's what these guys do. They go out there, they want to cause a problem, they want to get if something on camera, an incident, an arrest, a taser, whatever, then they upload to YouTube because those kind of videos actually get more views. More views means more ad revenue. And in the end, for them, that's what it's about. So to be clear, you can record the police. That is perfectly legal and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're staying there, you're staying out of the way, and you're just recording them. They may ask you to stop recording because maybe a witness is scared to come forward because they're going to be on YouTube, someone's going to see them and they could get hurt or worse. Maybe there are children involved. You cannot record children and put them on YouTube if they're involved in a police incident at the very least. Probably there's more rules about that as well. And sometimes evidence gets noticed. Police don't know it's maybe a license plate or something like that. The person who committed a crime may see this and dispose of that evidence, and now we can't convict them for the crime. So there are a set of rules around recording the police, but basically you can record them as long as you don't interfere. Screaming at them, throwing up obscenities, crossing that yellow tape, that's interference. There is a huge difference. If you want to do an auditing, go ahead and record the police. Go out there and do it. Save your commentary and remarks for after the video for the editing process. Do it, just record your video, make a few things, this is the sheriff, this is the ambulance, this is a car accident. Just simple, keep it simple. Finish your video, go home, do your editing, do what I do during the video, do your commentary then, and then post it on YouTube. What you're seeing with these other guys, with Earl and them, their objective is again the ad revenue. And you see it all the time. And what they're not telling you is that when the cameras get turned off, they do hand over their information. They do become very cooperative. Now a lot of these guys, as I said before, have felony convictions that predate their auditing careers. Earl, we've gone through more than a few times. If he's convicted on this current charge, which is a very heinous charge, he's looking at 3 strikes. He's looking at life in jail. Glenn has a restraining order against him, against numerous police agencies. Eric's doing a 12-year stint in jail. I don't think he'll even do more than 6 because it's not a non-violent crime. There's no crime for being stupid. Clancy Hollenberry is still in jail for attacking a security guard at a shelter for women of domestic violence. Judge Abrams basically has a 3-year ban against interfering with the police. He's on probation. He can't do anything. If he does, he goes right back to jail for those remaining 3 years. And his channel is starting to slip now. So if you're going to do a thing with the police, that's fine. You can go to a police station and say, hi, I'm so-and-so. I have a YouTube channel. Can I go back and take videos or pictures of the police cars? They probably wouldn't mind that at all. So when I go out there, you can get all the camera and video pictures you want. They may even let you go in there, take a look inside one of them, give you the details. And you have a really good video for like 15-20 minutes. And you would leave on good terms with the police. Then if something new comes out, a new police car comes out, or something happens, you can go back there like, oh hey, we know this guy, he was pretty cool with us, let's see what we can do for him. Or these other auditors, they go out there, they're out there to provoke a confrontation specifically to get YouTube views. That is the whole part of it. And they don't do it because to spread the good word, they do it to get ad revenue. And that's the part that people don't seem to understand. They intentionally go out of their way to provoke a confrontation. That's the whole purpose of doing this. I mean, look at good old Floyd from Newsnet Omaha. He almost got shot by the police, much quicker than he normally has, because he decided to have this brilliant idea to dress up as a suspect. They're looking for an armed robbery. A guy with a gun robbed the store. He found out what this guy was looking like. He dressed up like him, went out someplace where they could see him, And the police didn't know who this guy was. He matched the description. He was carrying a rifle case. And luckily he got tasered, but he could have just been shot. And, you know, Floyd is Floyd. Figure it out. So if you're going to do an auditing, keep in mind that another side effect of doing it their way is a criminal record. Whether you're convicted or not, a lot of times that information is still on your record. Hey, so took arrested 26 times for trespassing, 31 times for disorderly conduct, 12 times for obstruction or hindrance. Those charges, whether you're convicted or not, in many states stay on your record, and they are available to any police agency in the world who wants to access them. Another consideration is the fact that your good name, your reputation, your integrity, your respect goes right down the sewer when you do it their way. So no, I'm not doing sign language, this is how I talk. I move my hands when I talk. Fun, huh? Another consideration is that all these lawsuits they win and these police refusals and the millions of dollars they make on their channels. Nope, they don't. A lot of times, if you have $50,000, either prosecute a frauder for trespassing or putting a carjacker or an armed robber into prison, you only pick one. You're going to pick the worst of the two, so the other gets checked out and is gone. As for the lawsuits, it's cheaper to pay $10,000 to settle a case than to waste $100,000 on a case you know you're going to win, but accomplish after them by a $15 fine and 3 days in jail. It's just the lesser of two evils. But many auditors have gone to jail. Hollenberry's gone to jail. Abrams has gone to jail. Eric is currently in jail. Earl's looking at some serious jail time, if not life. A lot of these guys do have convictions. Remember, Enrique has a domestic violence charge. Patrick has a charge for breaking and entering, and he almost got himself shot by a security guard for sticking a camera in the guy's window and turning the light on while he was fast asleep, and then called the police about it. So if you're going to do an audit, by all means, do an audit, but be respectful, be polite, be professional, and use good judgment. Best ways to do it in the world. Nothing fancy. Don't go screaming up at the police or yell, "Hey, know your rights," to the guy they're talking to. Because one of the sad side effects that these guys don't care about is that they could be talking to a guy who maybe have a history of violence they don't know anything about. They have to turn their backs, and they've done this quite a few times. You've seen on this channel. And that few seconds of being distracted, you end up with a dead police officer. And they have just as much right to go home to their families as we do us. And while the auditors may not care, I guarantee you, if you are involved in that, you will be held accountable. You're looking at an involuntary manslaughter, possibly, maybe even murder 3, because you intentionally went out of your way to distract a police officer just to make a YouTube video. And keep in mind, a guy walking out of the shadows in dark clothes with a big old bright light that's being confrontational, you can get tasered, or worse, you could get shot. Right? And as for they're making these millions of dollars in YouTube videos and ads, they're not. Huge exaggeration on their part. If you look at, when you add all together, say they win a $10,000 settlement with the police. Rent, mortgage, utilities, you have to pay for your bail bondsman and legal fees, because you're not going to get a pro bono lawyer for that. You're going to have to pay for that. You have any insurance that you have, car rentals, whatever, travel, whatever. In the case of Enrique, you're looking at illegal narcotic possession. Yes, he is a stoner. He actually has a YouTube live feed where he's gotten stoned on YouTube during the live feed. So that money goes away real fast. So when you sit back, you're going to do an audit, do your audit, but don't do what these clowns are doing, because that's going to get you arrested. It's going to destroy your reputation, your integrity, your good name. It goes right down the toilet. Do it smart, do it right, be respectful, keep your distance, just record, and do your commentary and anything you want to add on when you get home, when you edit your video. It really is that simple. Okay? But tell me what you think about these kind of little one-on-ones, and for all you want to be auditors, just think about what you're doing before you go out and do it, and don't follow those clowns, because it's going to do a lot more harm than good. Alright? So you guys take care, and I will see you when I see you.